Hi everyone, welcome to today's Q&A. Just getting a couple of things set up here. Looks like we're live on Facebook. Awesome. Justin, looks like you're the first one in. Did you come with a question or are you just here to hang?
I do have a question for you.
Hey Justin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I have a home services business that needs to service multiple cities. So I'm wondering, can I create a calendar for say each city, say 4 cities, but have city 1 and 2 book the same days, say Monday and Tuesday compared to say Wednesday and Thursday for city 3 and 4, but not have city calendar 1 and 2 overbook for say the same appointment slots.
Okay, so if you make separate calendars, they're definitely not going to overbook because they're going to be completely separate.
Right. So could I have, if the client wants to service cities 1 and 2 on the same days, but I want to have the slots be available at the same time, right? So if let's say they're hour appointments for cities 1 and 2, but I need the client to be able to book by city and not by calendar. If that makes sense. Like calendar 1 versus say like Monday, Tuesday calendar versus Wednesday, Thursday calendar.
Okay, well you could do, give me a little more context, I guess. What kind of industry are we talking about here?
Say it's for sprinkler repair, and so they're going to do a sprinkler blowout on this side of town or in this city Monday and Tuesday, or they can service these 3 cities Monday and Tuesday. Then they could service the other 2 or 3 cities Wednesday, Thursday. So how would I have the customer book into the appropriate calendar to know that they're going to service these cities or this area and not have it double book in the same area?
Yeah, what I would probably do is have a calendar for each city
Okay.
and then use our combined calendar hack. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have.
And then just put text above, like on the page that you build, I would put text above it that says, please use the drop down to select your city before you book.
Right. So how would I ensure that city 1 at 9 a.m. doesn't also get booked at city 2 9 a.m.?
Because in each, oh, I see what you're saying. Because
if let's say I could service both cities in the same day, but they're hour appointments. If I go to city 1 at 9, how do I make sure the next appointment isn't until 10 o'clock? And then on the next day it could be the opposite. I could do city 2 at 9 a.m. and city 1 at 10.
I don't know. I mean, this seems like a funky use case. I've never heard of a business that operates like that before.
Well, if you think
Do they just travel to different cities on different days?
at certain times of the year they get more calls than others. So if they're going to do if you're doing sprinkler blowouts for like winterizations, you can do the whole neighborhood in 15-20 minutes at a time, but you can't necessarily travel from city to city. So if you could book one city or neighborhood, let's say for Monday, one city or neighborhood for Tuesday, or further, then because it doesn't have to be done right away, it could be done a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance. They can schedule them out. There's time.
I mean, the other thing that you could do is you could tie two calendars to the same Google Calendar so that they don't overbook each other.
Okay.
So if like city 1 and city 2 are Tuesdays, tie them both to like a calendar called Tuesday in Google. And then
Okay.
if one books, the other can't book at that same slot.
Because it would show it's busy.
Right.
Okay, that's okay. That makes sense because then I can have multiple HighLevel calendars, but one Google Calendar.
Yeah, but it sounds like you might want more than one Google Calendar, right? Like one Google Calendar
Yes.
for each combined cities.
Yeah.
Or,
You're right. Yeah. And
gotcha.
I guess the other question is if I wanted to. My other thought was to have one calendar per city is there an if or then statement that you can do for multiple options within a survey? So far, I've only seen in a survey, if they selected, say, city 1, I could take them to this page. If they selected city 2, I could disqualify them, take them to a different page. But if they selected city 3, I couldn't disqualify or do an if then, right, to send them to a different page.
Not yet. You really only get like that one logical jump.
Okay.
But what you could do is trying to think of, you're basically going to have them like select their city, and then you can have like, what's the flow? What are we trying to, you're trying to have them fill out a form and then redirect to what based on city?
To the calendar.
To the right calendar?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, if you're combining the calendars, they're all going to be at that same page.
Yes, I was looking at, I was trying to do it a different way ahead of time, thinking if I combine the calendars, I don't have to do the if then. So I'm a separate question, if you will, but if there's more than those two logical options.
Yeah, the other thing that you could do is just make like a CSS drop-down button and have a page for each calendar, and then so you send them to a page where it's like, what city are you in? And then they pick it, and then it redirects them to the page with the right calendar.
Oh, right. That's a great solution. Okay. That's all I got today.
I was actually just looking at the tutorial for that the other day. It's custom drop-down button CSS. It's really easy. I'll throw it into the chat. Okay, cool. So yeah, hopefully that helps.
That helps a lot. I appreciate it.
Chun, that is, let me go find it for you. At help.gohighlevel.com, if you typed in, let's go to solutions, combine, maybe it's display multiple calendars. Now this is only really going to help you for another couple of weeks until the new calendar launches, because then you won't need to do this. But just so you have it, I'll throw this into chat. It's basically you just grab the IDs of the second calendar, and then you add, I think it's just a comma. Yeah, a comma, then you put the second one, and then it adds this little drop-down selector so you can toggle between the calendars. But the doc will show you exactly how to do it.
Oh, that's actually not what I'm looking for. I was hoping for something else. Can I ask you for, so you said the new calendar is going to be launched next week, right?
I think the beta is going to open up this week, and then it'll go public at the end of August.
End of August. Okay. So, end of August, make a note. So if I wanted to basically have two calendars where if an appointment is booked in one calendar, I want the other calendar to be blocked out. Would I use Google Calendar? Because I heard you mention about Google Calendar. Okay.
Yeah, so you would make two high-level calendars and sync them both with the same Google Calendar.
Oh, but what if I allow multiple spots for one time?
Yeah, then that's not going to work because that one could potentially book.
Only one. It will only allow one person to schedule.
Not if you say you have two slots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right now I have 4 slots. So by having two calendars in HighLevel and one calendar in Google, that 4th slot I have in the system will remain. As long as it's with
that should work.
Calendar.
I think what might happen is if calendar 1 has 4 slots and this one only has 1, but there's tied to the same calendar. If this one books 1, this one can't book anymore.
Okay, good.
if
That's what,
this one books first, now this one can only book 3.
oh no, I don't want that. It's one or the other. Like, so there are different types of appointments. I can have 4 people on the same topic, but I cannot have one person from one calendar and another person from another calendar. You know what I mean? Because it's different subjects. I can have multiple people in each calendar, but not together at all.
So yeah, I don't know. That might be a challenge. Again, that sounds like another interesting non-normal use case.
Oh. So with the
Because
new
yeah,
calendar, that won't be fixed either?
I'd have to think about that. Let me think here. You're trying to have 4 slots in one. But one in another. I mean, the new calendar, basically you can have like a theme of a calendar and then within it different services.
Okay.
And so I think that would work for you because you would just say, okay, in this service, I can take 4 per day. In this one, I
Yeah.
can only take 1. But that's still not going to prevent one from booking in each.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
So
because
it's like,
yeah, I'm used to using Acuity, which allows you to, you know, do that with, so you set up one calendar and then you have sub calendars, and when one books, the other one will be blocked.
but you can, okay, that's interesting. But you can say,
Yeah.
I can take 4 at the same time in one
Yep.
and only 1 in the other.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
We-
Sounds like you're going to need to continue to use Acuity then.
Oh man, then I gotta do a zap to zap the,
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pain. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would put that idea on the when we open up the beta, you could give that as feedback and see if the, you know, if the community agrees that that's a feature they should build into the calendar, then we will add it. But
Okay.
it sounds, I don't know if that's super common, but it must be
Yeah.
if Acuity has it as a feature.
Yeah. Can I also ask you about the rescheduling and canceling link? I don't think I have it set up properly where the participant can reschedule or cancel their appointment on their own. So it creates a lot more work on my end because then I have to check messages and cancel them and reschedule them, versus if they're able to just have a link to do it themselves, then it would save me work. So how do I set it up? Because I tried with the in the campaign by putting the rescheduling link and the cancellation link, and I tested the cancellation link takes them to a screen that says cancel and the reason for cancellation, but I wasn't sure what happens on my end when they do that. And the rescheduling link doesn't work at all.
Well, the cancellation, when it just cancels the appointment on your end.
Okay.
Right. And
Perfect.
then the reschedule link, you have to have the setting turned on in calendar. Do you have that turned on?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't know. Let me check.
So let's see if we go into settings, calendar, edit, allow reschedule. So if that's on, you can basically put this in the campaign or in the additional notes.
Okay. Initially, had thought that with the information there, it was gonna automatically send an email or a message of a sort. So I didn't think I had to do anything. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here. So I do have the allow reschedule on.
Mm-hmm.
And the
So it should work. So if it
Yeah.
doesn't, just make a loom and send it to support@gohighlevel.com and they can help you figure out why.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. All right, let me see. Sorry, let me just take a couple of quick notes. I'm trying to track the questions that we have today. So the first one was group availability by city day. Then we had reschedule not working, and we had so that one question you asked was 2 services, one with 1 slot and one with 4 slots, but shut down one service upon other service being booked. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, if anybody else is on and has questions, just throw your question in the chat, please, and then we'll get to them in order. Leslie, how can I have a text say, what is your name? And their response update their contact info? I think this works, Leslie, only with Facebook Messenger. So I think I recall somebody saying that, like, if you have a Facebook page connected and a trigger that says customer replied channel equals Facebook, and you automate a message back and they reply with a name, an email, or a phone, that it will actually pull it out and put it into the record. I'd have to test that. I heard that a long time ago, so I don't know, I can't speak with firsthand knowledge saying that that will work. But you can give it a try. But generally speaking, we don't have a way to make that happen. You would have to send them into a form where they would enter their name.
Not even like through a Zap or anything, maybe? Like
Well,
through Zapier?
Well, again, how would Zapier know what their email is?
Oh, I would ask them like in a text. I'd be like, hey, what's your name? And just take them. It's just to download like an ebook. So if someone texts ebook to my phone number, and then it's like, before your ebook, what's your name? You tell me John. And then John could update their first name, and then, awesome. Hey, John, what's your last name? Perfect. And what's your email? I guess that's.
Yeah, no, you would need a bot. So like, we don't have the capability to do that yet. And even with Zapier, like you could say like, all right, if somebody replies, then push the reply, but it's going to push, it won't know what to reply to wait for. You would have to like force them into, you couldn't even do it like that. Because essentially you need a way to say like, okay, I'm going to send them something, and then whatever they say next is what I want to store.
Right.
And so, yeah, we don't have a way to do that yet.
Okay.
Maybe
so everyone
I know
that says they are doing it is lying.
With HighLevel?
Yeah.
I don't know that they're lying. I would say, how? Who is this person? And let's talk to them.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as I know, I can't think of a way to do it. Unless you like force them to say like, my name is, and then you could have a trigger that says, okay, if any reply comes back containing my name is, update the custom field, but then their name will be my name is Chase, not just Chase.
Right. So maybe the best, easiest way would be just to add it to their notes, and then I can have a VA update their contact info. Would that just?
You could do that, but again, you'd have to force them into saying like, what is your name? Please reply with, my name is your name. Because otherwise the trigger won't know to fire unless it sees a certain phrase, you know what I mean? Unless you want to go.
Even if I have them trigger anything, like even if they just say poop, and I'm just like, all right, well, that's your name now.
You could do that. So you could say like, yeah, anybody who replies in a specific campaign, but again, you can't, they have to enter the data into a field. And so they have to go to a field or a survey, a form or a survey.
All right. Well, thank you.
You could talk to Tom Bristol. I mean, I know that he's taken our chatbot and built it up to be beefed it up to like a real sort of chatbot, he might have some cool system. Because I know like with his program, you can use a HighLevel live chat form, and it has pre-programmed like buttons.
Mhm.
So they could push like my name is, and then so he might be able to make it happen actually. Do you know who
Okay.
Tom Bristol is? Have you ever seen his name?
Maybe in the Facebook group. I'm looking him up.
Yeah, go into the group and search Tom Bristol.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
He
so
might
much.
be able to help. Sure. All right, let me check. All right, question in Facebook. How can I? Oh, that's the same person. Hi, Leslie. All right, who else has a question? Everybody just hanging out? Zach, Kellen, any questions? Anybody over in Facebook? Feel free to throw your question as a comment. Just hanging, cool. Welcome. All right, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go color code my questions here. Can I do another one of these tomorrow? Yeah, you sure can. I thought I signed up for onboarding today. No worries. Yeah, so you're welcome to join as many of these Q&As as you'd like. We run them Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And you can always find the link in the weekly roundup emails if you're ever looking for it. All right, let's see. Any other questions over here in Facebook? Nothing yet. Everybody just hanging out. So I don't know if, I think Leslie just bounced, but we actually have a chat bot in the works. So I know that there was a team that had built like half of it, and then they had to jump on something else. But I think they're back on it. So hopefully towards the end of the year, we'll roll out a more legit chat bot that'll give you way more features, which I think would be cool.
Do you mind if I just ask you a question verbally?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So when I came to you guys from the Modern Millionaires program.
Okay.
And in their module videos or whatever, when you set up your website, even though they direct you to mainly use AdFuel, for whatever reason on their module video, they do it on GoDaddy. So,
okay.
So I was never even able to get the website I was starting to create on your guys' platform to publish because I don't have it set up right in AdFuel. So
that's confusing to me because as far as I know, AdFuel, actually, I don't even know what AdFuel is. Let me look.
Or wait, well, just a second. I might even be using the wrong term. Sorry, just a second. Or yeah, it's a domain manager. Yeah, and it's AdFuel.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
And so what's the problem with AdFuel?
Just I didn't set up the records correctly to get my website to even publish. Like I started trying to create one, but I've never been able to access it. Other than so. Is that something where I know you guys do offer like the one-on-one stuff, but is that something where once I maybe become
we can do it right now if you want. Do you have are you in your account?
I am. Just a second. Here, let me see. See how this works. Here we are. Share. Okay. Let's see now. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, can you see my screen? Am I sharing the right screen?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So here's all my records, and I did go through and actually delete because also I had initially, I'm new to all this stuff, man. So a lot of this is
no
French
worries.
to me. So I had initially also set up a Google mail suite, which I've since I think I deleted
G Suite,
all. Yeah, G Suite, which I thought I needed. I found out I didn't. So I deleted those records, but I don't know if I got any garbage records in here that I don't need. I mean, I don't.
So just for everybody watching, G Suite records for an email address will always be for the root domain, right? So something at, what is the domain, your domain?
My media thing.
Mymediathing.com?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you would set up an email like, chase@mymediathing.com, right? So when G Suite gives you those records, it's for that root domain, mymediathing.com. When we set up Mailgun, we create a subdomain. So something.mymailthing.com or my whatever thing.com. I can't remember what it was. Sorry.
My media.
And so the MX records that we create for Mailgun are relative to that subdomain, not your root domain. So they won't ever conflict with each other. So you could have left them in here and it wouldn't have caused a conflict because they're for two different things.
Got it.
Now, your mymediathing.com, that was it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's scroll all the way up. So looking at your records right now, every website to be live at that URL needs an A record and a C name. So the A record for the @ symbol, the very first one, @ symbol in domain registrars just means the root domain. So that symbol signifies mymediathing.com. So we're saying, okay, the A record for mymediathing.com is pointing at that IP address. Now that IP address, did you get that from HighLevel? Well, let me ask you a question.
Honestly, I did all this like a month ago, so it's a little bit fuzzy to me because I didn't really know what I was doing when I did it. You know what I mean?
Did you have, so mymediathing.com, did you ever have that website built anywhere else? Was it ever live?
No, I tried to start to build it, in HighLevel, but
okay.
Again, it never published.
Okay, cool. So if we go to mymediathing.com right now, nothing comes up. It's
Exactly.
like a broken page or an error or something like that.
Yep.
Okay, great. So then basically we're gonna edit these two things. We're gonna edit this A record for the IP address and then the C name for the www.
Okay.
Okay. So let's hop into your HighLevel account.
Oh, why am I in Google? Just a second. Sorry. No, just I'm in the wrong thing. Give me one second.
No worries.
The Zoom thing keeps popping down and blocking my ability to click my tab.
Oh yeah, it's always fun.
Why don't I guess I'm just not in HighLevel. Oh. HighLevel.com, yeah.
Oops, let me turn down that. Okay.
Oh wait, what's your URL again for HighLevel? Go HighLevel.com or something?
Yeah, you could just type app.gohighlevel.com and you can log in there.
Perfect. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, great. All right, let's go to settings at the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, sorry, we're going to switch into a sub account. So let's go ahead and switch into the sub account that was created for your, or whichever one you want to put this website on. So up here at the top where it says switch into an account.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm behind a window. So like, let me move my arrow. There we go.
Wait, where did I even start to create my dang website? Well, here, let's just see what happens when I go to, because this is like the main account or the LLC name I created. So I guess I could just run it.
Okay, so then click funnels and websites, and then we can check to see if it was this one that you started in.
49 days ago. Yeah, I think this is the one that I started working on.
Does that look right?
Yep, that's the one, because mymediathing.com/home. Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's close that tab or keep it open, but let's head back to the HighLevel tab.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go left-hand column all the way down to settings.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to click domains.
Got it.
mymediathing.com. Okay,
yep,
click this pencil. Okay, so it looks like, let's do this. Let's delete it and add it again so that I make sure we get it right. So let's close this.
Mm-hmm.
hit the
delete this.
trash can.
Add new,
Yep.
just the regular www.mymediathing.com, or leave the www off.
Either way, we're going to add them both.
Okay. So I'll just do it without first.
Okay.
Oops, wrong keyboard.
Okay, great. So for a root domain, which is this, no www, mymediathing.com, looks like it's spelled right. Okay, we're going to grab this A record here. So let's copy that. And then we'll go back to your domain registrar.
Do I click add here or just cancel?
Just hang on for a sec. So
Go
we're
back to the
gonna
registrar, of course. Got it.
Yeah, go to the registrar first. And then let's edit this. And I think that's the same record.
Yeah,
but
it
let's
is. It
just
looks
be-
the same, but let's just do it
Okay.
anyways. Yeah, it's the same. Oh, wait.
Okay,
wrong keyboard
great.
again,
So go
dang.
ahead and save that.
There we go. Leave that at 1 hour.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to high level.
Oh, what the heck? Just a second.
It was the same one, so we should be fine. You can go back to high level.
Okay. Where did I have that? Right here. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and hit add. Okay, so now it's telling us it can't see it yet, which is weird because it's been there, right? You've had it in there for a while.
Yeah, but we did just delete it. Did that affect it?
True. So yeah, well, no, we didn't delete it in your domain registrar. We just deleted it here.
Oh, got it.
So click add again. Mymediathing.com 104.67. Okay, go back to your domain registrar real quick.
Damn this drop down. There we are.
Okay, mymediathing.com. We have an A record 104.15226. Yeah, so it's there. Do me a favor, scroll all the way down.
Where to?
Okay, your name servers look like they're pointing to the right place, which would be here. Okay, let's go back to high level. And let's see if we'll come back to that one. Let's do the www. So go ahead and add a new domain. And do www.mymediathing.com.
Okay.
All right,
Pointing to
and
here.
yep, that's right. Go ahead, copy that,
And go back over.
and then head back to your domain registrar
Mhm.
and scroll up and find the C name that says www.
Right
Okay,
here.
and now edit that. And we're going to replace that @ symbol with what you just copied.
Okay. So I don't need the record with the @ symbol like I had there. I thought that did something.
No, so go ahead, yeah, replace that. And do me a favor, before you hit save,
Oh, oops.
Or-
Click save. I'll go back
no
in now.
worries.
Yep.
Right before where it says funnels, put flash, and then put a dot.
Flash dot funnels. Got it.
It'll just make it load faster, and then go ahead and hit save.
Cool. Nice.
Okay, so now let's go back to high level and hit add.
Mhm.
It might take a few tries until it can see the record. Okay, so that one works. So go ahead and select where it says select funnel for this domain. Choose, yep, and then
Link it.
hit link. And now this is the step that you probably missed the last time.
Yeah, I definitely
Which-
didn't do this.
Okay, once this disappears, we're going to click the edit pencil again.
Oh,
And then from that drop down, choose the first page that's in there. So
Mhm.
home and then hit save. Okay. So now we should be able to go to www.mymediathing.com
No way.
and it should pull up. So it'll probably think for a little bit because it needs to build the SSL certificate. Okay, now do a hard refresh.
Certificate. Doing one again.
Attackers might be trying to steal your domain. Are you using a Mac or you're using a PC, right?
PC.
I'm not sure. I think it's like F5 that does a hard refresh that clears your cache out.
Oh, okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so you're still getting a.
Let's try.
So it looks like it just hasn't built the SSL certificate yet. So
Well, I can come back onto this. Why don't we just do this? Why don't because I know it can take a little while and I've already used up a lot of your time. Why don't I just plan
yeah, no
on
worries.
doing touch on this on another call if you want.
Okay, cool. Now for the other one, you should be able to just go do what we did. And so just keep trying to add it without the WW in HighLevel until it takes, because the A record is there.
Something's it's there. It worked.
There you go.
High five.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, man. I gotta watch all these modules and stuff, but I'll be on further calls, but I'll let you get to the other participants.
All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out.
No, thank you.
All right, Michael, do you know what to do when G Suite doesn't work as your SMTP service, even if you follow the exact steps with disabling two-step verification and allowing less secure apps? So, Michael, I have set up SMTP with G Suite many times, and I have had that same thing happen more than a few times. And it's a frustration for me because when I go back to the support team, it's like, no, all you need to do is those two things and it works. And then a lot of times I'll do it again and it will work. But I swear sometimes it doesn't. And there is an alternate way to do it if you provide specific access for HighLevel. There's a way to like specify. Kellen, do you want to kill your screen share? Thanks. And I don't think that we ever turned it into a help doc, but if you're here, we could hop on a screen share and I could try to find that setting for you. Are you here, Michael?
Hey, I am here. Let me
Michelle?
just hop on the PC. 2 seconds. I'm on my phone. I'm actually putting the kids to sleep.
Okay.
It's 9 p.m. here. So you are a few hours behind. Okay. 2 seconds.
No worries.
So how did you post the live call in the HighLevel group?
Yeah.
HighLevel official community. Okay. Yes.
And let me see if I can find it while you're getting set up here.
Yes. Okay, here we are.
Great, app specific. Sorry, I'm just reading in these docs here. Maybe I can grab, I think David knows. David, all right. Great. Michelle, is it a G Suite email or at gmail.com email? Or maybe she had to run. Anybody else have a question in the meantime? Oh, wait, there you are. Are you there, Michelle?
So you
There you
didn't
go.
hear my answer. I have a G Suite email.
At G Suite. Okay, G Suite, cool. Okay, so let me try to find this.
Daar is Lima.
Internal apps access. Third-party apps. Let me check. Or has maybe someone on my team. Hey, Nika, do you know what I'm talking about? The way to create app-specific access?
Way to create what? Sorry, Chase?
Have you ever done G Suite setup for SMTP the other way, not the less secure apps?
Oh, no, actually, I haven't.
Okay.
Morgan, I'm sure tried the normal way, but I don't know about the other.
Okay. Tracking capture. Sign up. Okay, so the only other thing that I didn't do before, Michelle, have you tried the unlock CAPTCHA step?
No, I don't know about that.
So you turned off two-factor authentication, right?
Yeah.
And you turned on less secure apps?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to throw a link into the chat.
Uh-huh.
So it says visit that and sign in with the email and password. And if necessary, enter the letters in the distorted picture. This will allow 10 minutes for the third-party account to register as an approved connection. Note that you must use the account you're trying to add as your third-party account. Okay, so it sounds like go to that link.
Yeah.
If it tells you to type in, does it tell you to type in letters or anything?
No, it says account access is activated.
Okay, so now go into HighLevel and try to sign in with your email and password again.
Gmail. No, username and password are not accepted, but
Still no?
yeah,
And you're sure it's the right password?
I am sure it's the right password.
Have you opened up a support ticket? Because I think there is one other way to do it. I just can't remember exactly how.
Okay, should I do that at the website in the support chat?
Yeah, you can do that. You can just click the question mark inside of HighLevel
Mm-hmm.
and just let them
Okay.
know you're having problems getting the G Suite SMTP to work.
Yes, perfect. I will do that, Chase. Thank
Cool.
you.
Sorry we couldn't get it here.
No problem.
All right. All right. We just hit our allotted time for today's call. Does anybody have any last minute questions? Going once, going twice. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day or evening, wherever you may be. Bye, everybody.